So this is a practice. It's a practice in a safe place of how do you, talk to somebody about those things, or how do you verbalize it? And it's nice that then you can go out there and plant those seeds. So it's a pay it forward type of thing.
If you don't have him, you ain't got nothing.
Intentional mentoring is all about, it sounds silly, but it's all about being intentional in your life, intentionally seeking out the Lord through others who are going to walk with you and going to help you become the man that God's called you to be. You're seeking out each month and meeting with other men to study the Word, to apply these things to your life, and to really take what you've learned to use it to help others, help yourself, help your family, and just become closer to the Lord. I think a big thing for me was having the other men challenge you just by living their life and then telling about what they're doing at their work site, at their home, etc. And I was able to say, oh, I need to do those things. I need to go and be bolder. That it's really got me over the year to be bolder in my faith, be more action-packed in the sense of I want to take actions to share my faith with others, whether it's just being God to them and loving them, or actually sharing the gospel. So that was a huge thing. And then to see, well, this is a book we read and this is how you talk about it, and I never thought about even applying it that way, but now I can apply it because another perspective has been given to me.
Standing firm.
Yeah.
I've had to really stand firm on something that I know others would probably cave, but I had to take that stand for God, because I know someday I'll have to stand in front of Him in judgment and Him question me why I would go for it. So I totally stood for God, and I grew that way. And like I said, I grew with my peace. I didn't believe I could have the peace that I had going through this situation that I have. So I would say my growth in the Lord and the trust in Him that He's going to work everything out okay. I really have that faith now. I really do. So reading these books, meeting once a month, having that support.
I think one of my favorite things was the fellowship, the camaraderie, the transparency that the guys developed after the first couple meetings. And I think that the most important thing was our growth in our relationship with Jesus. That's what I enjoyed. After the first or second meeting, I began to really look forward to those monthly get-togethers. The homework assignments were wonderful. The relational assignments with our wives and family were like none other that I've ever participated in. It was really a great experience.
I would say there's no mistakes in timing, and if you feel it on your heart, any little tug, I would say go for it, because there's no mistakes. This, like I said, this was the worst year of my life, and funny enough that God built in that cushion for me to fall back on. And if I didn't have this group, who knows where I would be. It would be a lot more desperation and crying.
Yeah, it's not like if you were taking a course in a community college and the semester is over and then you never see these guys again. It was very challenging, and I would recommend it to anybody to challenge yourself, to push yourself in places where you didn't think. I normally don't read. I've read more books in this program than I have in my whole life, and I'm going to continue reading because I actually found it rewarding. So there are things I'm going to take away from there personally that I'm going to continue doing. You guys spoke about the accountability that was there, and the monthly challenges that we had as part of assignments. Not only improve your relationship with the Lord, but they improve your relationship with your family. And how can that be bad? So it's not by any means easy. It's a commitment. But when you think about commitment, the Lord is committed to us from the day that we were knitted in the womb. So why wouldn't we commit back to Him?